We can all be on mute.
Yeah.
Should I start, sir? Should I go ahead? Nima ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are live.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, ma'am. A very good afternoon to all present here with us online. We are celebrating World Mental Health Day, shaping well-being ambassadors for the nation. Today, the National Conclave will focus on the adolescent peer educators for positive mental health and well-being, enriching 21st century skills in the context of NEP. We have amongst us Honorable Chief Guest Dr. Joseph Emmanuel Sir, Arunima Madam, and we are very grateful for all the peer educators and the schools who have joined with us in celebrating World Mental Health Day. I would request Billabong School to please come forward for a beautiful prayer to start this occasion in a positive way. Over to Billabong School.
Vasudeva Kutumbaka. The world is one family. As we observe World Mental Health Day, let us all take the steps to embrace the importance of mental health and well-being together. As we, the learners of Billabong High International School, Noida, through our musical rendition, हमें उन रागों पर चलना है, highlight on the significance of the same, taking a collective step towards making this world a better place.
I think some technical issue is there. We are not able to hear.
So we can have Naren with a short prayer. Naren?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready with it. Should I start with it now?
Go ahead, Narendra.
Naren, start.
Yes.
Naren, start.
Yes, ma'am. याचेऽहं करुणा सिन्धो यावज्जीवमिदं तव अथेन्यं देहदात्यं च त्वत्पादाम्बुजसंस्मृतिम् अनात्यनन्दकालेषु प्रत्योऽहं त्वं हि मे प्रभुः त्वं दृष्टो वा तरिष्टो वा त्वां विना मे गतिर्नहि तुष्टोऽसि त्वं दया सिन्धो किमन्यैर्मम रक्षणे दोषाणां च सहिष्णुत्वे त्वत्समो नास्ति भूतले प्रसीद मे जगन्नाथ सुप्रसीद दयानिते पुनः पुनः प्रसीद त्वं प्रसादवरदो भव श्रीरामचन्द्रश्रुतपारिजातः समस्तकल्याणगुणाभिरामः सीतामुकाम्बोरुहः सञ्जरीकः निरन्तरं मङ्गलं मातनोतु ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ पुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Thank you.
Thank you so much, Naresh Karthik, for this prayer. With the blessings of Almighty, we would move ahead with this program. And once again, wholeheartedly thank the entire team. thankful to Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, sir, Director Academics, CBSE. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out the gracious time for all our peer educator and the entire community of peer educator, teachers, and counselors for giving your crucial moments for all of us. I would now request Dr. Jitendra Nagpal, sir, for a few words to welcome our sir and the entire program ahead. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Prajita. Welcome to all peer educators, honorable young minds from all over the country to this most auspicious and very innovative CBSE Adolescent Peer Educators Leadership Program. Today celebrating the World Mental Health Day, October 10, 2023. What a wonderful sanctimonious rendering by Naren and of course the Billabong students. We'll again look forward to hearing you shortly. And as you said, Aprajita, we are indeed very indebted and heartfully thankful to Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, Director CBSE New Delhi, and for the gracious presence of Dr. Arunima Majumdar, Joint Secretary CBSE. Dr. Joseph, sir, you've been indeed a torchbearer for this gradually evolving, unique, interactive, participatory, largest online program of student leadership in the country. We owe the entire conceptualization and also the encouragement to your good self. And today we are so proud that with the partnerships of young people who are more than 30 crores in our country, the adolescents of our country, we are scaling milestones gradually. We are scaling landmarks gradually. We recently crossed the landmark of 75th batch of the Peer Educators Leadership course. Now we are on the 92nd batch this week, and we will be having the 100th batch of the Peer Leadership Program by mid of December. And we all know that the CBSE National Adolescent Summit is coming up in the third week of December. All the peer educators from the far east and west and north and south of our country are all have joined in this program. And I'm sure many of you will be coming to Delhi to celebrate the exemplars and the good practices of life skills, mental health, gender, safety, and well-being. All I can say is this is another milestone to celebrate, because this time WHO has said, let there be a universal human right for promoting mental health. That is the theme. And if human rights are there, can the child right be far behind? Child protection be far behind? Mental health and safety be far behind? No, they are all close to us. So today we take on the dialogue, the conversation, the discussion with the young minds from different parts of the country. And we are sure that on the CBSE YouTube channel, we have thousands of the young students watching this wonderful program. And it can be shown to many students in their schools later on also. And we are indeed thankful for Sir to have agreed with his very busy schedule today to give the inaugural address and a keynote encouragement and blessings to the peer educators and their master trainers who are with us, who have been scaling this program for 92 batches with us. Over to you, sir, for your valuable wisdom and words to encourage further upscaling of this program as well as the World Mental Health Day 2023. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jitendra Nagpal, Mrs. Arunima Majumdar, Mrs. Geeta Malhotra, Ms. Avrajita, Ms. Ritu Sharma. I am naming a few faces visible on the screen, and all the peer educators, the young leaders, and dear friends present on this platform. Wish you all the greetings of World Mental Health Day, the 10th of October 2023. Very auspicious. And again, reminding us our responsibility towards ourselves as well as to the society. We have been hearing Dr. Nagpal, and Dr. Nagpal, in fact, is single-handedly motivating every peer educator in this country as well as every peer leader. So he is a great source of inspiration for this program. For the past 2 decades, he has dedicated his life for this cause, and he has been spearheading with a number of innovative programs for the young minds, because young minds are the torch bearers of our nation. You are going to be the grown-up adults in the near future, and you will take the responsibility of the society and the country as well as the whole world. So your approach, your vision, your outlook, your understanding of the social process are very important for building a holistic society for our future. So it's a new initiative of CBSE after the pandemic, this peer educators leadership program, and very happy to hear that this program is touching its century. The 100th batch is going to be rolled out very quickly. So 92nd batch is now going on, and very soon we will be touching the 100th batch. So helping the the friends, your classmates, through your initiative. What a beautiful message and what a beautiful initiative. You have only one life, and through this life, you will be, taking the responsibility of the lives of your friends and your own life and your family, your society. So, from an individual, are you are spreading the message of happiness, peace, and prosperity to the whole world. So it's a new concept. It's a wonderful initiative, and it's a concept grown during pandemic. So during the pandemic, we were all away at our home from our workplace as well as our institutions. This idea has been, came into the minds of Dr. Nagpal, and he was instrumental in bringing this new initiative to the institutions affiliated to CBSE. And now our aim is to spread it to all CBSE schools and go beyond the CBSE schools. So, in the near future, let us wish and hope that all the 15 lakh schools in our country should have a mental health and well-being program in its campus, so that all the children and teachers will be benefited out of it. You understand the significance of mental health and well-being because you all are part of this program, and everybody pass through this kind of a situation in their life. Somebody may frequently uh, you know uh, interrupted by this kind of mood swings or any kind of disorders, but there are mentally strong people, they are least affected, but it's a common thing that is present in the society. Today I was watching TV, in the report, there was some report showcasing related to World Mental Health Day in the Aaj TV, that 1 in every 8 person is affected by some mental disorders. So that means every one of us is a victim of this mental disorder. So how to get out of it? Somebody will be very quickly bounce back. Somebody may need time. Somebody may need assistance. So the fundamental thumb rule is seek help and give help. You should be ready to extend your help. And at times, if you need help and assistance, don't hesitate to seek help. Both are equally important. So, that is the fundamental principle of universal coexistence, the nature of the human being. So it gives lot of valuable messages, lot of values that we propagate in life, and lot of 21st century skills are also underlined in it. So the 21st century skills of communication, collaboration, sharing, caring, everything comes from this concept. So by by agreeing to be part of this program, in a way you are promoting your own personality, your own development, and all of you are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. I congratulate each one of you for your initiative and being part of this program, and your initiative to be an volunteer to this very important initiative. So let us ignite the minds of all the children in this country to take this journey forward, as well as this initiative forward, so that everyone around us be happy and smiling all the time, so that the world will become a happy place to live, and your goodness be passed on to others around you to make this world is a happy place. So once again, all the best to each one of you, and special thanks to Dr. Napal, his team members, and all the mentors and the student leaders present here on this occasion. Collectively, let us all take this journey forward and see that the world is a happy place, better than what we are seeing today. Thank you so much. All the best to each one of you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, sir. Indeed, there are many points of revision which you have told us to constantly keep revising and implementing them. But the two pointers on this auspicious day are outstanding. When lakhs of schools are there in our country, in many European countries, these many children are not there. We have 16 lakh schools, and CBSE has about 28,000 schools. While we look at a horizontal expansion of this program, which is picking up very fast now, we're also coming forward with great exemplars. The best practices are coming forward. Today, again, after the 75th batch inaugural, today again we have some exemplars which are being shared in the next 1 hour. And many of these exemplars of life skill centers, of the programs run by the students with the help and supervision of their teacher mentors, are coming to the National Adolescent Summit in December. So that's a very good combination of seeing the qualitative progress and the quantitative spread of this program. So we shall look forward to our peer educators from all the CBSE schools, and we are so happy that the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas are present today. We have the Kendriya Vidyalayas coming forward, already entered for the National Adolescent Summit. And sir, today we have a school from Riyadh also. So it's actually an international webinar today. We have Yara International School, who is actively participating in this program, and lot many schools from UAE are likely to join over the next few months. Thank you so much, sir, for these inspiring words. We look forward to your kind presence in the next 1 hour, whenever you have time. But the exemplars are being recorded, and we'll be sending across to the schools so that they can mutually learn such programs for their own schools. Thank you, sir. We are privileged to have Dr. Arunima Majumdar, Joint Secretary CBSE. Dr. Arunima has been a great supporter of the adolescent education program for many years. I've known ma'am's capacity to transform the young people's knowledge, attitude, and skills for more than 15 years. We are so happy that Madam has been constantly the supporter of all the regional summits that were carried out by CBSE with her august presence. Today we have ma'am at this auspicious day of the World Mental Health Day celebration, 10th October. We look forward to your few words of encouragement for these ebullient and very energetic peer educators, ma'am. Over to you, Dr. Arunima.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
A wonderful day to meet together on this special day of World Mental Health Day that we are observing today. And a special appreciation for Expressions India to bring together so many schools. Actually, what happened was that I was not able to hear what was going on at the beginning part. And though I joined, I was not, some audio problem was there. So I was so surprised to see that there are so many schools and even foreign schools have joined. And I'm really looking forward to the presentations of the peer educators. I really want to know from you what you are doing in your schools, because that is what this program is meant for, the peer educators. And we would really love to hear from all of you. And I'm sure all of you are coming to Delhi in December. We are having your summit. So we are looking forward to that too, to meet all of you and get practical experiences, what you all are doing in your school. How do you manage to bring together, how do you improve the mental well-being of your other members of your school? How do you do it? And I think new schools, how do we motivate these new schools? That is one thing that we really need to know about, think about, and
Yes.
we have to plan on that. As of now, I can see here there may be around 20 schools, right, sir? Around 20 schools are here in this meeting.
They are presenting. They are
Yeah.
presenting, ma'am, and we have hundreds of them on the YouTube. They will be gradually joining.
Yeah.
Because this is the link for only the presenters.
Okay,
They
so
have the
the
YouTube channel.
presenters are only here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So all of them will be giving a short presentation, the schools which are
Yes,
joining.
ma'am. Yeah.
So that would be wonderful. Let me not take much of your time because that is what we are all waiting to hear from you. So thank you once again and have a great time, great day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That's truly inspiring as we all look forward to the domain of peer educators' own planning and implementation. We now hand over to you, Geeta Mehrotra, ma'am, to kindly take the proceedings forward with the sequence of the presentations and even starting with the school that has to give a small capsule of the entire program that is being carried out by CBSE. Over to you,
Yes.
Geeta, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Arunima ma'am, and thank you, Joseph sir, and thank you all our master trainers and the peer educators from India and abroad. So we welcome you once again. And remember, your voice is being heard by all the educators, and I don't know how many lakhs of peer educators across the country, right? So we would first like to hear Swati ma'am from Delhi Public School, Bangalore, and Shreyas to give a very brief report of, as Arunima ma'am wanted, she mentioned that we would want to know what is happening currently to promote mental health and wellness among the school community, right? So Swati ma'am, may we invite you to share some of your experiences along with Shreyas. And from my side, I would say it was a great learning experience. Swati ma'am, are you there?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Dr. Emmanuel sir, Dr. Nagpal sir, Geeta ma'am, and all esteemed master trainers and master peer educators who have joined in today. Thank you for giving me and Shreyas this opportunity to showcase the event that we organized. I am Swati Banerjee, the master trainer from Delhi Public School, Bangalore South, and I have been a part of the CBSE initiated Master Peer Educators Leadership Program for the last 2 years. Drawing inspiration from the national summit that we participated in the year 2022 December, we organized a very small scale conclave in our school called the Mind Matters Conclave 2023 on the 6th and 7th of October to commemorate the World Mental Health Day. The goal of this event was to help the youth to share, enhance, and empower one another through the various events that Shreyas will take you forward. Shreyas is our master peer educator, and he will take you forward. But before I hand it over to Shreyas, I would like to take this opportunity to share currently that we have around 12,000 peer educators trained across the nation and over 6,000 trained mentors under the guidance of Expressions India that we organize every week. These trainings are organized every week, and there are many schools joining in. And I would like to wish everyone that all of you all need to join in and spread this awareness across. Over to you, Shreyas.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and good evening, everyone. I'm Shreyas Sahu, a Master P educator studying in grade 9 from TPS Bangalore South. I feel extremely honored to be on this platform today to give you the glimpse of Mind Matters 2023 conclave. It was held in our school on 6th and 7th October recently. We had exactly 3 weeks to prepare for the 2 days conclave, and the journey began with understanding of the objective. We then formed our logistics, competitions, event and design, and registration departments. The master P educators were heading these departments. Their responsibilities were discussed and delegated to each peer educator. We had organized various events such as Yuva Sansad, Just a Minute, Nukkar Natak, movie making, and Natyalaya. Alongside with these events, we also had schools putting up exhibitions which showcased various life skills as well as mental health events they had organized in their schools. We had also organized workshops by various mental health coaches and psychologists on various topics like cultivating a positive leadership mindset in our youth, finding calm within, navigating waves of emotion, supporting children in distress, skills for parents, teachers, and therapists. And last but not the least, navigating stormy waters, conflict resolution essentials. We also had a panel discussion on the topic navigating mental health, insights, and strategies for students' well being, which was conducted by professionals from all walks of life. The 2 day event taught us to use all the possible life skills that were taught to us during the 4 days Young Adolescent Peer Educators Leadership Training Program. It was a very unique event as many schools from Bangalore and outside Bangalore had joined us. So I would like to conclude that this is just the beginning of our peer educators spreading awareness. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to hand it over to you.
Thank you, Shreyas. Thank you. It was actually the way you were sharing every bit of how you had organized this event was so inspiring and encouraging. Shreyas, what was the aha moment for you, for all the peer educators during this event?
First things was like we had put actually a lot of hard work. Though we were short of time, we had our own problems going on, but then we still tried to do the best use of time and make this event a successful. And then when we
What
received
was your,
feedbacks from
what was your the happiest moment? Wow, when you felt, that was it. One
Ma'am,
moment.
when parents and teachers gave us the feedback that this event was one of the most awesome event that they had ever, visited or actually gone to. So we felt very proud. Yeah, it was an aha moment for us.
Yeah,
Me and
true. So
all
you
my
have,
fellow peer educators.
all right. So can you give one line message to everyone who is listening to us? One message that we should.
I would say that never give up, though you have many difficulties going on. So just keep focused on your goal. Keep doing all the hard work, no matter what.
Thank you, Shreyas. Thank you so much. We would now request Shangri-La ma'am also, because DPS Bangalore is done with the event, and DPS Chandigarh is having the event is still going on. So Bhumika and Shangri-La ma'am, along with Kritika ma'am. Shangri-La ma'am and Kritika ma'am are also the master trainers for our peer leadership program, and Bhumika is the peer educator. Shangri-La ma'am, if you could also share, what are you doing during this event?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, all. I'm Shangri-La, representing DPS Chandigarh. Uh, I would just like to briefly say that under the able guidance of our principal, ma'am Rima Diwan, we started the concept of safety pundits, which is now being it's a massive project in our school, and it was started around 3 to 4 years back. But now it's a major part of the peer educators program. I would invite Bhumika to give a few glimpses, and Kritika will continue with the mental health day program how we are going for.
Yes.
Bhumika.
So I'm Bhumika from DPS Chandigarh and I'm in class 10 right now. I've been part of the peer educators since class 9. So I'll just brief you about the activities that we have conducted till date. So during the lockdown in the online mode on the platform of Microsoft Teams, we conducted sessions on bullying, body positivity and self-awareness. And after the lockdown was over in the offline mode, we have conducted sessions on the effects of social media, self care, mental health, and more. We also had many activities for the students. A few of them were small performances and skits based on the topics that we are discussing, poster making activities, and many more. And we are also conducting similar activities with our partner schools on a regular basis. So, to brief you on the activities that are going on in the school right now for the Mental Health Week, I move on to Kritika ma'am.
Thank you, Bhumika, and good evening to one and all present here. So, like Bhumika said, and like Shangri-La ma'am mentioned, that we have a team of safety pundits in our school who time and again take a lot of sessions with the students. We call them our peer educators. And since you all know that today is World Mental Health Day, and we thought that why not celebrate why not have a week-long celebration in our school, which involve all the stakeholders.
So we started with the celebration with students' activities and teachers' activities, and students of the entire senior wing, that is from classes 6 to 12, participated in different activities like they had to make a badge for themselves or a medal for themselves with a positive note written on it, and they were asked to wear it for the entire day so that everybody who passes by, could see what they have written on their medal. And the class 11th and 12th were asked to, draw some cartoon strip or caricatures depicting the theme of mental health day, and we got some really good results. And then for the teachers, we gave them a 1 week mental health challenge, and every day we gave them some different tasks to perform as a measure of their self care. Today also we had a very wonderful activity for the teachers. We kept a carton box at the reception. The moment the teacher enters, they were asked to write a very positive message anonymously for their fellow colleagues. And on their way back home, they were asked to pick up a message. So nobody knows who dropped in a message. Nobody knows who that message is from. They just got a message, and basically this activity was known as "Take a smile and leave a smile." And then we did a similar activity for the parents as well. Luckily, coincidentally, we had a PTM today for classes 9th and 10th, and all the parents who were visiting our school, we did the similar activity for them. So all the parents were leaving a message for their fellow parents, and in turn taking away a message. So all that went really wonderfully. And then again, the team of safety pundits, peer educators, went around the school and talked to the helping staff, the maids, the didis, and the bhaiyas, like to call them, and they distributed them green ribbons as a sign of mental health. They talked to them about their mental health awareness. And then we're also thinking of partnering with our partner schools. We have 2 to 3 partner schools with us in Chandigarh area. We're thinking of partnering with them to spread awareness about mental health. So that is what we have thought, that what better way of celebrating mental health than to celebrate it for the entire week, and make them aware of their mental health awareness. So that is how we are celebrating it. And
Thank
ma'am,
you.
the best part is, it's me and Kritika are just the back, पीछे से हम लोग support कर रहे हैं. It's our team of safety pundits, day in and day out. They keep pushing us, ma'am ये भी करते हैं, ma'am ये भी करते हैं. That is, I think, I will say, the success of this whole program. That
Yes.
is I forgot to mention the most successful part of this entire program was that these students shot a video on their own. Yes. We were just supporting them. We were just making them, get giving them permission to leave their classes and go to different areas of the school, like playground or libraries, to shoot that video. But otherwise, it was all their effort. They wrote a script, they shot the video, and they made a beautiful 5-minute long video, which was played in the entire school for in all the classes. And the theme was to seek help, to seek out help.
Yeah.
That was the
So
theme.
I think the overall theme was promoting mental health and wellness, right?
Yes.
So what you
Yes.
have shared, Kritika ma'am, what Shreyas has shared, and all of you, I think it's a very, very powerful message to everyone that yes, we need to make a beginning, and it is creating a platform, creating an opportunity for these adolescents to promote mental wellness and mental health, right? So thank you so much. This is what is called experiential learning. So we all are learning from each other. And we will listen to our other master trainers, Ila ma'am, Jayashri ma'am, who are also doing a big, big task and great job in promoting mental health and wellness. So let's listen to Rayan. Rayan, Yara School from Riyadh, and Swali sir. You have recently joined this program. So what is your opinion about Rayan? Mental health is a priority or a stigma, Rayan? What makes
No,
you
ma'am,
join
it
this
is.
movement? Because you were so enthusiastic, right, about being part of
Yes,
this
ma'am.
webinar. So, very briefly, tell us: is it a priority or a stigma? Yes.
Mental health is most definitely a priority. Lots of people take it as a stigma, but in my opinion, it is most definitely a priority because if none of us had mental health, we would be no better than the animals, right?
Mhm.
So we should most definitely take care of our mental health.
Yes.
And if we are having some trouble by taking care, we should most likely seek help.
Okay. So what are your plans, Swali sir and Ryan? What are your plans to implement this program in your school at Riyadh? Swali?
Ma'am, I plan to just tell about this meeting to our teachers, and as they are also seeing this on YouTube, most likely, they
Yeah.
will probably know this. I will want to tell them to concentrate more on this, and then also show these sessions in our class regularly, so they get a message from us.
Okay. Do you think you will be doing this kind of sessions for parents also? Is it important to include parents because they also
Yes,
happen
ma'am, it
to?
is very important.
Why? Why is it important? Mental health and wellness of our parents. Yes.
It is important because, well, parents take care of us, right? So they also need to take care of their mental health.
Okay.
And if
Right.
we don't know how to take care of our mental health, they can help us,
All
right?
right.
So that's why I think it's important for the parents to have these sessions too, and for them to take care of their mental health as well. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah. Swali sir, can you unmute sir? Yeah.
Yes,
So do you think mental health and wellness of the teachers is equally important, sir?
definitely, ma'am, definitely. I feel that actually we are first time attending these types of mental health program. So we got a lot of things to implement in our schools. In
Okay.
future, definitely will come with some results also. And especially as Ryan told, how it is important for student, the same way it's important for parents. So definitely parents, their second parents are teachers. So definitely they should know how to handle this of students with the help of mental health.
Absolutely, sir. So are you in the process of making an action plan, sir?
Definitely, definitely we are.
Yes.
Almost 3, 4 students already participated in the previous sessions, you know that.
Yes, sir.
So with the
Lovely.
help of them, definitely we'll implement in year also. Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I would like to ask Ishan. Ishan, yeah, can you unmute? So, what, according to you, see, we all say that adolescents are at risk. This peer leadership program, you're the leaders now. Okay, wherever we have attended a couple of regional summits, everywhere, it was an eye opener to listen to our peer educators, you adolescents. You speak so beautifully. You are clear about your goals and you know what is right and what is not right. So we say adolescents are risk and we need these mental health programs, events for our adolescents. So why do you think they are at risk?
Ma'am, as you rightfully say that people say that adolescents are at risk, but as you also mentioned that first of all, I'd like to thank you for being so humble as calling us the smart ones. But ma'am, I feel we are just one fraction of this population, one section of the entire population that have been given the access and I would like to call the privilege to attend such amazing life transforming workshops and events. Whereas there is a section of the population that is devoid of this particular privilege and this right, who do not know about such kind of platforms and are not informed about these kind of workshops. So, ma'am, I feel as peer educators and leaders, we should take up the responsibility of reaching out to those underinformed and underprivileged by using the tools of technology through digital media and social media and not limit our efforts to just the walls of our institutions and our schools. And as also this year's mental health theme goes by the saying that mental health is a universal human right. So, ma'am, I would like to conclude this a short request of mine with a quote. In the symphony of humanity, each chord must be taken care of, and mental health is the harmonious chord that unites us all.
Thank you so much. Thank you for these beautiful words. And we would like to ask Agrima. Agrima, what was the best thing you liked about these online sessions? Agrima. Agrima from Gwalior Glory School, Prachi. Agrima, can you unmute?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes. So, what was the best thing you liked about these online sessions? And I'm sure you can relate to our master trainers in this present in the webinar.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, definitely, personally for me, the best part about all these sessions were the master trainers themselves. The way they enlightened us with their content and all this information and knowledge was just so creative and unique. Like, it was very different from the teaching we've been, like the way we've been taught several other things in life. But they were so creative with everything they did. Like, they had several activities for us. They presented their ideas through Nukkad natas and several um, skits, and then we had to analyze the skits. Like, they definitely had very unique and fun ways for us to engage and learn. So
All
that
right.
was the part.
Okay. So, do you think this methodology of life skills implementation or life skills education is possible in a school scenario? And
Definitely, ma'am.
is the school a best platform for
Yes,
promoting
ma'am.
mental health? Yes. All right.
Definitely, ma'am, because
So,
school is such an integral part of every single child's life. Like, it's the biggest part of their life. So I definitely think it's a very great platform for
all
supporting
right.
mental health.
Okay, so now I would throw a prompt to all my peer educators here, one by one. Let's hear you all. Uh, what are the charms of adolescence? See, we all keep talking about adolescents and at risk. There are many challenges. Today, we are going to talk about the charms of adolescence. Let's begin with Agrima. Yes, Agrima? Come on, all of you will come up with one-liners, charms of adolescence.
Ma'am, there's definitely like, yeah, the sheer naivety of being a child and being able to enjoy so many things, because you live under your parents' protection, and like they're basically supporting you. They're constantly there for you no matter what happens. So, the constant love and support of your parents is definitely, I feel, the biggest charm of childhood.
All right, Ryan, come on, lot of energy, huh?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am, yes. Ma'am, I personally think that the charms of adolescent are basically just us feeling mature and being able to make our own decisions. When
Mm.
we are children, all our parents just make our decisions for us, but here we make our own decisions.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
you shift from emotional independence to, sorry, emotional dependence to
Emotional
independence,
independence.
right? Okay,
Yes,
Naren,
ma'am.
what according to you is a charm of adolescence? Come on,
Yes,
be
ma'am.
honest. Huh? Don't feel shy. Don't hesitate. All the
Yes,
charms
ma'am.
of adolescence. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Charms of adolescence. I feel an adolescent has that particular youthful energy, ma'am. That youthful energy where you won't find later on in life. You get
Yeah, yeah.
that full on, no fear, just go and rock it, rock the world. That kind of energy in you, you can rock anything, ma'am. That's the
Mhm.
charm of adolescence that I feel personally, ma'am.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Shreyas, what is charm of adolescence? Come on.
Charm of adolescence for me, I feel it is all those memories, childhood memories we start with, like our friends, family members, our cousins, siblings, all those, the fights you have with the siblings daily. Charms of adolescence, they are like, it teaches that it's not important how the destination was. It was more like, how is the way, ma'am? The journey is better than the destination. You enjoy the journey, the destination, you will love it for sure.
Okay.
So, that's what I feel about the charms of adolescence.
Yeah, you're a philosopher, huh? What about Ishan? Ishan,
Yes,
I'm waiting for something. Huh? We still haven't heard that. Okay, Ishan, one charm of
ma'am.
adolescence.
Ma'am, adding on to what Naren said and the other peers of mine said, I feel the fresh blood, as he said. This is a time wherein the blood in us is the most warm, and I feel has the potential to bring out and extract the highest return of what we put in. Because what happens is, after a particular age, even biologically, our body and our system starts to set off, and the aspiration and desires to do something constructive for ourselves and the society starts to set off with the time, and we are burdened with different kind of responsibilities of our family, of elderly ones. But this is a time where we do not have, we are no, there is a particular group that is dependent on us. People are not dependent on us, so we do not carry the responsibility of any particular segment. So we have no such pressure on us, and we can be fearless and we can give our best. And I feel when we give our best, being fearless, and do not take this pressure on ourselves, I think we can bring out the best results. So, ma'am, I think catering to our needs and honing our skills would be investing in the future.
Okay. Ashi.
Yes, ma'am. I think the best adolescent charm is exploration of identity. Who do I want to become in the future? What type of person do I want to become? Do I want to become a person who's resilient, or who a person who aspires for growth and capabilities in the future?
Lovely. When we were of your age, we could not speak these words. We couldn't even think of this level what you are speaking. Amazing, right? So, which song reminds you of? I still did not hear one thing. Huh? Okay, you people, see, you should accept. Yes, Bhumika, you want to add on?
Yeah, so adolescence is a time period. You're neither an adult nor you're a kid, right? So it's a time period you're under your parents' protection, but you want a lot of freedom, right? So this is the exact time you get a lot of exposure, you get to learn new things. I absolutely agree with Ashi. You get to be what you want to be, you get to explore what you want to do.
You want to explore. You have a lot of potential. Look at this. I mean, we heard our peer educators saying that Shangila ma'am said we would just support. You people can do wonders, right? So this potential we see only during adolescence. Now, let's ask Shangri-La ma'am. Shangri-La ma'am, what is charm of adolescence for you?
Ma'am, I'll say I wish I can get back to that age.
Shangri-La ma'am, have you outgrown your adolescence, or you're still living your adolescence?
My students in my school make me relive that every single day, I'll tell you. And as far as if I talk about my school days of their age, I can just say I wish I can get back to those age, that particular phase of my life all over again. I traveled all over the country, part of the Air Force community. So travel, but yes, in the school. And by chance क्या है मैम, मैं growing up beautifully का concept कर रही हूँ आजकल life skills में, and I think I'm reliving the whole concept every single day. So yes, best part of my life.
Swati ma'am, which advertisement reminds you of adolescence? Which advertisement speaks of adolescence, according to you?
For me, it has always been Amul India. It took us through all stages of adolescence. Every bit of it was captured beautifully. The moments, the big moments, the small moments, the treasurable, especially when India won its World Cup. All these moments have been, it was beautifully highlighted in Amul India, and it continued till recent, and it's still continuing by the change. We are seeing the changes happening. So the Amul India has actually captured the changes beautifully. So when Shangri-La ma'am was talking about her adolescent, I remember I was always, I was glued to watching movies and taking inspiration from these movies.
Right.
That we used to watch, whether it's Western movies, Hindi movies. And I think the adolescent phase is so beautiful because you don't have any worries, ma'am. The worries was only academic. But now there is some other different worries that we are involved in. So yes.
It used to be so what? कोई कुछ बोल के जा रहा है, so what? Fair की होया types का attitude was there.
Right. So Jayashree ma'am, which song reminds you of adolescence? A song. Unmute.
I remember one. A song reminds me of adolescence. Chinna chinna aase, chiragadikum aase, muttu muttu aase, murindu vaitha aase, vennilava thottu, muttamida aase, enna inda bhoomi, sutti vara aase, dil hai chota sa, choti si aasha.
Lovely. Very good. So we
Beautiful
have all those
voice. What a
Yeah.
beautiful voice you have, ma'am.
Lovely. So we have all these dreams during adolescence. Okay. So let us ask these 21st century adolescents, which song is very popular? Ryan, during adolescence, which is the popular song?
Right now, there are many popular songs.
Don't tell me Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Huh? Yeah, please be honest.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Come on, come on. We have lots to share, lot more to share.
I think one song that I personally like is an English song. I listen to
Yeah.
English songs a lot.
Yes.
The Living Tombstone. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Sing two
That's
lines.
fine.
Sing two lines.
I don't remember it, ma'am, that much. I don't
All
listen
right.
to songs
So,
anymore.
okay. So Ishan is raising his hand. Ishan.
Ma'am, there is a particular Hindi song, and I'm sure most of you all will know the song. So this is a growing of age song. The song is of the movie Kayamat Se Kayamat Tak from Amir Khan, and this is a very popular song. It
Mm-hmm.
goes. I'm a very bad singer, so I'll just read the lines. So it's something like "Papa kehte hai bada naam karega." So that song kind of feels like growing up. It gives the feeling of that you're growing up from a child, you turn into an adolescent, and you're slowly turning into an adult. So I think this song for me gives me the feeling of turning and growing.
Okay. So you all tend to pursue your dreams, your parents' dreams, huh? Swabhiman. Swabhiman, does any quote or Hindi poetry or English poetry remind you, speak of adolescence? Yeah? Any language? Hmm.
There was a serious problem here, madam. Anyway, we could regain the connection. Thank you. Please go on.
Yes,
Any
sir.
poem, any poem?
Swamiman,
Yes, ma'am.
any poem which reminds you of adolescence? Shreyas. Yes, Shreyas.
I'm not really sure about the poem, but then there was this one quote I actually heard.
Yeah.
Adolescence is a border between childhood and adulthood. Like all the
Mhm.
borders, it's teeming with energy and fraught with danger.
Okay. So a lot of energy. Hmm? We
Yes,
have
ma'am.
Vani also, our alumni from Hindu School, Chennai, who has joined us now. And at present, she's at Christ College, Bangalore. So, Vani, you're
Yes,
now in
ma'am.
college, you pass out from school. Do you think the
Mhm.
adolescence has changed or the adolescents have changed?
Has the adolescence changed or has the adolescent changed?
Hmm.
Oh, that's a deep question. Well, ma'am, being completely honest, I believe both have changed. With growing times, there were different changes that went on. The definition of adolescence has changed over time, and also, you know how students look at things. For example, my generation, which is right now in college, like my age people, we grew up with, even though we did see technology, but what we saw was the technology boom. But my juniors would see the technological advancement, which is two different things. So they grow up with two different sets of information. My juniors would grow up with AI helping them along with homework. I grew up with Google helping me with my homework.
Okay.
So, and my parents had nothing for their homework. So, uh, so the thing is, it's a very multifold perspective. So I believe both have changed, both the adolescents and the adolescents.
Lovely. Thank you, Vani, for your inputs. Now, another question comes to my mind. One of our peer educators mentioned about resilience, right? So, what is the one word that we can think of when we talk of coping and capacity building? What is one word for that that comes to your mind, Naren? Capacity building, or to bounce back, move on in life. What is one
Yes,
word
ma'am.
for that?
Ma'am, would I be allowed to extend it a bit, ma'am? Like not just a single word, phrase or something like that?
Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead.
I feel this too shall pass. Whatever comes to you, just endure with it. Build up your resilience. This too shall pass. Just endure with it, and you'll get back in your life, and you'll be the best of yours.
Lovely. You said it. You said it. It's a resilience. Ashi, uh, can you think of a person who, since we are talking about resilience now, can you think of a person, could be your friend, could be your parents, could be your teacher, or any character of a story, that book you have read, which reminds you of resilience? Could be your family member also, could be your grandfather, grandmother.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, resilience. I
Speak
do.
a little louder, Rashi. Speak into the mic,
Ma'am,
please.
I do remember a character. If everyone, I think everyone has watched Young Sheldon here, and no one is familiar with
Show
the.
thumbs up. Show thumbs up if we have read that book, what Ashi is asking. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a series, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a character called Sheldon Cooper, who's the main character, and he doesn't like change at all. He gets very nervous and starts having panic attacks, but with the help of family and his siblings, he is definitely able to overcome those changes. And but he does show a lot of resilience
Lovely.
towards
You said, yeah.
changes.
You said with support of the family and friends, right? So, okay, Agrima, is it important to be resilient in life?
Definitely, ma'am, because
Which
if
life
we're
skills?
gonna
Which
be,
life skills help us to be resilient?
ma'am, empathy can help us in several ways if we're, to build resilience, and interpersonal skills, I think, effective communication skills, and those are like the only ones I could think of at the top of my head.
Thank you. Arkupal sir, we have Arkupal sir who's a master trainer from Kendra Vidyalaya. Arkupal sir, can you think of one experience from your life which talks about resilience? Very briefly, quickly.
Absolutely. I think, uh, being very, being a person from the engineering background, I have had many experiences where I had to, prepare for something and that thing got delayed. I'll give you a very small example. I remember I had my job interview and my examination, the final year examination on the same date, and I had to do double shift. Like I had to do the interview first and then quickly wrap it up, and then I had to move on to another place to go and give the examination. So I think when you go through difficult situations in your life, it teaches you so much that you become resilient, right? Because I have been going through many difficult situations since the beginning of my childhood, since the beginning of my adolescence life. So I think uh, that helps a lot, that the life situations that is provided to you, what life brings to you, teaches you so much that you become resilient at the end of it.
Yes, you said it right, sir. I think life is the best teacher. With
Yes.
every experience in life, you become more resilient. And this
Absolutely.
cannot be taught through books in a classroom. I think real life experiences help us to be, they motivate us to move on. We learn by we experience, right? Thank you so much, sir.
Absolutely.
And when we talked about grandparents, now what is health according to all of us? I will ask Bhumika. Bhumika, how would you define health? One line, one line. Is it physical health only, or it is more than that?
Health is not only limited to your physical self. It includes your mental self, everything, every aspect of your life. Basically, taking care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally is called health.
Okay. Do we include hygiene also in health?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Hygiene promotes mental health and wellness.
Yes, hygiene is a huge part of it. Like hygiene, some would say it's like taking care of your personal needs, cleaning up after yourself, etc. So supposedly you're not in a clean environment, your mind would not be in a clean environment. So it's all correlated.
Yeah. Can we separate body and mind? Body from mind?
Uh, well, in some cases, maybe, but I think they're always connected. Whatever is happening with your body, some change is there in your mind too.
Right, right. Okay. So now, may I ask all of us present here? Uh, See, my mental health reflects in my family, my surroundings, right? If I'm happy, I spread happiness, right? So let me give you a task, small activity to do. We have to plan a surprise party for our grandparents because our grandparents can't go out and freak out like us. So we have to plan a surprise party for our grandparents. Okay, so you have a very limited time to do this activity. So how you are going to plan? I'm going to give you some pointers. What is going to be the venue? They can't go out, right? You have a lot of challenges. They cannot go out. It's a surprise. The venue, their favorite music, the menu, and the list of guests. Your time starts now. You have only 30 seconds. Think of it, and then I'll ask one by one. How have you planned the surprise party for your grandparents? Because we have some responsibility towards our grandparents also. All right, your time starts now.
Ma'am, could you please repeat the last point, ma'am? Menu, and
Menu, meaning the food items,
menu.
the list of guests, and the favorite,
Okay, ma'am.
the music, and the game. Yeah, 5 things. Okay, whoever is ready, raise your hand. And it's a surprise party. After this, we have a role play. Is someone ready? All right, Ishan, you're ready. Quickly, just tell us first the venue.
Ma'am, if it is possible, then I'd like to find the venue of the place where they actually got married. So, for example, if we are living in the same city and they were married in a particular temple or a bhavan or a particular place as such, and if I'm able to find that that place still exists, then I think that would be the best place to recreate that memory. And the dress code and all could be the same as it was during that particular time.
Okay. All right. You'll go out of the way to find that place, huh? If it still exists. Okay, great. Okay. Now the menu, the food items. Faster.
And the food items, like as I again say, the food, if possible, then the same food items as it was there. The plates, the embroidery, the decorations, everything would be as exactly same as it was back then.
Can you give us 2 food items which are healthy for them?
Ma'am, because ma'am, like if personally asked me to marry, since I'm a Marwari and I'm from Rajasthan, so I think when my grandparents got married, they had the menu like dal bati, churma, and sira, and all those kind of things. So maybe the Rajasthan food.
All right. Okay, the game, the favorite game, because party has to have game. So what games will you plan?
Ma'am, I feel ma'am, back in the days there was a particular game wherein the man used to have something like a bow and arrow, and then he used to pull the trigger and show it to the girl. Like it's so we can have seen that in the movies. So we could do something like that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Ashi, what music will you play for your grandparents?
Ma'am, in our house, our grandparents have this song Gulabi Aankhein as their doorbell, so they really like it a lot. So I'll definitely play that in the birthday.
Okay. All right. And Agrima, what song would you plan for your grandparents' party?
Ma'am, I would make a playlist that would consist of songs that were like from a time when they were young. So, they could reminisce, like, oh my God, like people associate memories with songs. So I'll try finding out, their songs, their favorite songs, or particular memories they have.
Do you know any favorite song? Like Ashi said, this song is very favorite.
Actually, I don't have grandparents.
All right. Okay. All right. Bhumika, who would you invite for the grandparents' birthday party?
Ma'am, like my grandma, she has a lot of sisters, like living all over India. So I'll invite them all to come celebrate her birthday and obviously her close friends living nearby.
Oh, and this would be a wonderful surprise, I think. Yeah. So, okay. And what music would you play for them?
All her old-time favorites, including Lata Mangeshkar and many more.
All right. Yes, Naren, you're raising hand.
Yes,
what
ma'am.
Would be the menu? What would be the menu? We want to hear
from
the
you. Menu, ma'am. This menu is it's a bit regional. They are my grandparents. They belong to the same village. It's quite a small village. It's towards the south of Tamil Nadu. There is a special kind of dal. We call it korambu in Tamil Nadu. So there is a special kind of dal that is native to that particular village. So my grandmother does it. It's a masterpiece when she cooks it. So definitely that would be the menu.
Okay. How nice to hear that you people know the taste of your grandparents, you know their favorite music, and you know that who will be the favorite guest for them. Swabiman, uh, where would you plan the party for your grandparents? Surprise party. The venue.
Basically, in my village, back in village where we used to live together in any of the temples.
So I wonder how you will go all the way to the village to plan a party for them. Wow, so much effort you all will take. Lovely. Okay.
Yes, all right.
Thank you so much. Now, why did we do this activity? Uh, Naren is raising hand. Naren, you want to add something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, about this activity, I feel it's quite a family. It's kind of like a family bonding situation where you get in. This is, I think, this is a medium where you can express how much you love your grandparents. Because right from your childhood, more than your parents, you would be more attached to your grandparents. You just love them in every possible way. So I feel that's the objective.
Which life skills are you people applying when you plan this surprise party for your grandparents? Agree,
Ma'am, could I?
Ma'am, problem solving and
one by Shreyas. Yes, Shreyas.
Okay, ma'am. So, according to me, in this short span of time, since you gave us a topic to research on, it would boost critical thinking and it would be also empathetic towards our grandparents. It would be decision making here because, they have got a variety of things they love, and then we have to choose one thing by using our IQ or whatever we remember about them, that what will they actually like out of all these things. So, I guess these three, ma'am. We have to be
Yes.
empathetic towards our grandparents.
Yeah, I learned recently when I was with you that you have a big family, right? Paternal and maternal. So Shreyas, which is their favorite song that your music you're going to play? Shreyas? Shreyas is disconnected, I think, for a short while. All right. Now that we have come to the family, uh, let's have a role play. Let's have our peer educators present a role play. Shreyas, do you remember any favorite song of your grandparents?
Mom, basically, like according to me, they used to like listen to all those songs playing on the radio all day. So it was all those 1970s, 1980s music. So I guess it was probably mom, usually Lata Mangeshkar and all those old movie songs. Mom, I don't really, I'm not getting a specific name in my mind, but then it was all those 1980, 1970 music.
So Ashi has heard, I think, very often. Ashi remembers her grandparents' favorite song. All right. So let's have a role play.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we are ready.
Yes. Let's start.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we all will guess what is this role play trying to convey. Right?
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, Naren, start.
Good evening to one and all present here. This is Naren Karthik of the Hindu Senior Secondary School, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. I would like to begin by addressing the question, what is family? One might say it's a social institution or congregation of individuals. But let's leave out the terminologies. You go and ask a child, what is a family? He or she says it's love, joy, happiness. And I believe a family stays happy and bonded as long as the kind of innocence the child's reply stays in it. Family is not an important thing. It's just everything. Family is everything. Now, we would like to present a short skit on this topic, which I believe you can guess later on. The characters are myself, Naren Karthik, playing the role of the elder brother, Ashi playing the role of the younger sister, and Jayashree ma'am playing the role of the mother. Sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, let's begin.
Ashi, I've noticed we have been spending less time together as a family. I think it's essential for our bonding and understanding.
I know, but my schoolwork and extracurricular activities have been keeping me busy.
Oh, array, both of you have valid points. Ashi, we value your dedication to your studies, dear. Naren, come on. Maybe we can find a middle ground.
Okay, so how about dedicating just 30 minutes a day to family time? We can choose an activity that we all enjoy. What do you say?
30 minutes a day. Should work. I can manage that in my schedule.
That's great.
team could let us know.
Yes, ma'am. In
Yes,
Avatar 2, the movie that released last year, the main character, Jake, he says, "This family is our fortress." And it is absolutely true. Family is a fortress built not of bricks or blood ties or blood relations, but forged by unconditional love. Family is the most underrated social institution, often overlooked by us throughout our lives. From toys as a child to friends as teenagers and later on money, job and career, the priorities of an individual varies as they advance in their life. But by the time the run is over and you look back and start realizing how important your family has been to you throughout, it just becomes too late. Among loads of variables, family is the only constant in your life's equation. And I think teenagers especially need to understand this because today, the social life of teens has become quite complicated. The prevalence of mental health complications with adolescents can be credited to their obsession with satisfying the demands of the society that they perceive it to be. In a world where you let the social media govern your life and try to don false skins just to make yourself acceptable, it's only a family that is going to embrace and love you just the way you are. What today's teens need to do more is talk with their parents and family and discuss with them the issues and confusions they are facing. They are the most efficient and fail proof support system you could ever find in the world. Open up to them. And from personal experiences, I assure you, they are going to give you the best solutions you could ever get. After all, through your betters and bitters, the only people who never change your place in their life or the love for you are your parents and your family. A house is just a pile of bricks and cement. But when it has inside it the people you love the most in this world, that's when it becomes home. So, summing it up on a positive note, our family might not be perfect, but it's the only family we got. We just have to love, cherish, and enjoy every single moment we spend with them and make memorable moments, forming a beautiful little world of our own. And as peer educators, I consider it our obligation towards our friends to make them understand the significance of family bonding. I would
thank
like to
you.
conclude by quoting Dom Toretto of the Fast and Furious movies. Everyone's looking for a thrill, but what is real is family. Thank you.
Thank you, Naren. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Kaushik, sir, may we request you to see that how peer educators contribute to the mental health of the family? What is peer educators' role to promote mental health and wellness of the family? Kaushik, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, madam. What I have felt from my students who had recently taken the online program from all of you, there has been a remarkable change in their perspective. While conversing with them, I have found that they were like Swabiman. What he has told is this: he is liking to take his grandparents way back to the village, and there are many more who are really interested to let the your family bonding be much more strong. They want their your parents, grandparents to be the part of the family, and that the old traditions and customs should come up once again. And this is something a very great, remarkable change which I have observed in them. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. And as at Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, it's a residential concept, right? Yeah, I think you teachers are the actually guardians, parents also. So, what is your role to promote mental health and wellness among the adolescents?
Ma'am, teachers are here.
How do you
We are
take
calling
care of
them as
your mental health, sir?
great question, madam. I try my level best to early in the morning do some kind of yoga and as well as meditation practice. This is something which I do for myself. I hope many of our students are also being given this kind of the same practice. Early in the morning, they take up your morning PT at 5:30, and there are your physical instructors who also provide half an hour of your this physical activities. Some go for your some kind of the other activities, some kind of judo and others. That's something you're the and the teachers here are really the role models, man. Although the job is challenging throughout 24/7, they are here. But teachers are the ones which I have felt is this, they can bring about a dramatic change in the students. What I have found myself is this from the past 2 years, connecting with all you and others and throughout this CBC program and online program. There is a remarkable change in my attitude, my perspective, as well as thank God and Almighty. There has been a paradigm shift in your students also. There are many which are like Swabhiman. They are now bubbling with enthusiasm to say some of the things. They do some of the things. So I hope these things can actually make up many of the things. And there will be in your future, things can be much better. And our teachers, so many of them can actually slowly and slowly take up the things. I have been taking, I hope that there can be a sort of more things which can be done by me as well as by teachers
Thank
and
you so
all
much,
other teachers of the journey. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, sir. Your words really mean a lot to us, and they're very encouraging words. So now we will request Swati ma'am. Swati ma'am, now since we talked about family, so I think emotions play a very important role within a family. Swati ma'am, agree on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we would request you
Definitely,
to,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
yes, a small activity with our participant, the peer educators.
Okay, so I would like to just do one very small activity called labeling the emotions, because this is where we actually go wrong. So we might be experiencing sadness, but we call it depression. Sometimes we call it, sometimes we are angry, but we call it rage. So it's all these, we exaggerate our emotions in our mind. So let me just quickly ask some of the peer educators to label their emotions. So let's start with Nareen. Nareen, how are you feeling right now? What is your current emotion that you're feeling at this moment?
Ma'am, right now, at this moment, ma'am, in
At
this
this moment,
scenario,
being mindful.
ma'am, I'm feeling as everybody else. I'm feeling pretty much excited about this, and I feel privileged to be here. And I feel a bit of a responsibility and obligation that I need to spread this among my peers and make them and share this knowledge with them and make them enlightened and help them deal with their situations.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nareen. Now, Nareen, when you label the emotions, was it easy for you to identify what action you would be taking and what this excitement is telling you to do?
I feel yes, ma'am, pretty much. Not clearly, ma'am, because but still I feel this kind of urge within myself that I need to do something about this. I have the capability to do something about this. The urge, I feel that's what drives the youth of the nation generally. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nareen. Let's go to Ashi. Ashi, hello. Yes, Ashi. So, I will ask the same question to you. What are you feeling at this moment? What is the current emotion or emotions that you're feeling at this moment?
Ma'am, I'm feeling a mixture of tension, nauseousness, and excitement.
I can completely understand that. You're actually gone live and everybody's watching you. So, what is this tension or anxiety telling you to do?
Ma'am, it's telling me to act and definitely bringing up my hormones.
Okay.
And I'm trying to stay calm and
Mhm.
composed.
Okay, so when I say you're anxious right now and tensed, what is the quick remedy or quick technique that you can tell all the peer educators and all the youth that are sitting and watching you that when you're anxious before any major events or before exams, how would you take care of yourself?
Ma'am, you should, for myself, I tell myself, stay calm, it's fine. Do it for yourself. You're not doing it for anyone else other than you.
Okay, thank you. So giving self affirmation to yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. The last question is to Agrima. Agrima.
Yes, ma'am.
So I will go a little back. Let me take you a little round to the morning. How did you feel in the morning? What were your emotions before you joined the session?
Ma'am, since like this morning, I've been feeling this bubbliness inside me. It's from, as Ashley said, I'm glad she pointed out, the anxiety of like maybe I'll mess up, maybe I'll say the wrong thing, or And actually, before joining, I did get a problem. I wasn't able to, like, there was some video issue. So I was like, oh my God, like, this is so stressful. But I was also very excited and very happy to interact with everyone and talk with everyone. And yeah.
Okay, thank you, Agrima. So now, can you tell everyone, is all emotions required? All emotions important? Do you need to feel all emotions, whether they are healthy or unhealthy emotions, positive or negative? Do you think all these emotions are telling us something?
Yes, ma'am, they're definitely important, and I believe emotions are, indication of kya kehte hain, like in of the situation we're in, and they're definitely important. Like every array of emotion, like sadness is just as important as happiness, anger is just as important as calmness, I suppose. And like since if we feel every emotion, it's more easier to empathize with other people as well. I believe experiencing an entire range of emotion also makes us very emotionally intelligent.
Thank you very much. Well, very well
Thank you.
said.
Thank you, Swati ma'am. Thank you so much. That was so interesting. And now coming up with a jingle. Let's have a jingle, please, quickly. We need to wrap up the session. We don't want to exceed the time limit. So let's have a jingle quickly. Our dear peer educators, are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we're ready.
Yes. Let's
In the
begin.
digital realm where shadows play, cyberspaces echo where hearts sway. Harness the strength of ancient lore to combat cyberbullying, let love restore.
Next.
Cyber cyber, let's be wise. Spread love, dispel disguise. In this vast land of ones and zeros, how many respect our heroes?
From the sacred Ganges to the mighty Himalayas, wisdom whispers, urging us to find our ways. Let's weave a web of compassion, strong and true. In this cyber world, let empathy break through.
Cyber, let's be wise. Spread love, dispel disguise. In this vast land of ones and zeros, harmony, respect our heroes.
Beneath the banyan's ancient shade, let's craft a future when love won't fade. In the dance of pixels and song of the code, we'll rewrite the narrative to lighten the load.
Unite the rhythms of North and South in this digital world like kindness mouth. Bharatnatyam of empathy, Kathak of care, cyberbullying will conquer and repair.
That's it.
Cyber, let's be wise, spread love, dispel disguise. In this vast land of ones and zeros, harmony and respect our heroes.
Mm.
In
Okay.
this
Okay.
spirit, a
Yeah, yeah.
In
Asha,
this
go ahead.
ancient spirit, a beacon so bright, guiding us through the darkest night. In the stands of pixels, let's take a stand. Old school values, embrace our life.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Arkupal sir, do you have a question to these jinglers? And then just one question, sir. And then we wrap
Absolutely.
up with a tagline by these peer educators. Yes.
Absolutely. I think this is what a wonderful jingle and what a wonderful way of expressing, uh, uh, how today's generation is facing such a difficult situation of cyberbullying. Like everybody is so much engrossed into social media, right? My question and my thought to all of you would be, I would require all of you to have this thought, is that like today's generation is more driven by movies and social media and whatever they are seeing online, right? So the real life is more important to them than the real life, right? How do you keep yourself in the line in your mindset? How do you keep yourself real when you are watching your influencers, your favorite people online, living a life which is grander than itself? Like it is not like they are living a life which is bigger than themselves. How do you keep yourself real and think that, okay, maybe their life is not that good, maybe they are living the life they want to live, but I have some limitations of my own, and how do I deal with those limitations and keep myself real? Yes, Ashi, go ahead.
So can you repeat your question, please?
My question is, how do you keep yourself real in the real world which we
Yes.
all are living in, the digital world that we are living in?
Yeah,
We are
we need
putting on a
to.
person or facade on the social media platforms, right?
A
How
very
do you
quick
keep yourself?
answer, please. Very quick responses.
Ma'am, with the rising technology, it's hard for people, mainly adolescents, to tell what's real and fake. They believe what they see on TV is what real life is as well. But it's not. Every person goes through a different life, and to maintain the balance, we definitely must do self realization on on what we are, which kind of person I am. I'm not the kind of person you see on TV. I'm myself, and I follow certain regulations, and I have a particular schedule of my own life.
Okay, Agrima is wanting to say something. Agrima.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think everyone should understand the fact that everything we see on social media is not real. We shouldn't compare ourselves because they have struggles of their own. And quite frankly, maybe they won't be able to survive in your life. Like maybe, like the struggles you're going through are not as of the same weight as their struggles. Everyone keeps that part of them hidden. And yeah, and that's what I think. Like,
Yeah,
definitely don't compare yourself.
Swaviman. Swaviman is raising hand. Swaviman? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, as she said, everyone has different situations, everyone has different problems, and everyone has own their different fights. So we need to fight in our own way to really win and get successful in life, because there is a fine line between real and real life.
Okay. Ryan. Ryan wants to say something, and that's the last one, please. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I think that if we do want to get to the level of grandeur that our influencers or YouTubers have, we can just think that we should work hard and but still keep our expectations low. Because if we keep our expectations to their height, then we might be disappointed and we might be very depressed.
Arkupa,
So
sir, I
because
think we got brilliant responses, right,
Absolutely,
to your
absolutely.
question.
And
And
and one thing
now,
that I want like to conclude with all the things that Rayan said is the fact that, as he said, keep your expectations low because you do not know their struggle. They have reached a place where they have reached after the struggles they have faced. So we are also expected to have our struggles and lead our way to that success that we
right,
have,
right,
to our
absolutely right.
success.
Yeah. So now we will request our alumni. Vani, what do you have to say to all the adolescents who are listening to us and who are present here? Just last message, and then we have a very strong message by our peer educators. Yes,
Yes,
Vani.
ma'am. A very short message to the future future peer educators. Remember, peer education, imagine that to be a dance party. Involve everyone, pull out your groovy moves, add a little bit of humor, your craziness, your silliness. The more interactive, the more better it is, right? But also, while doing all this, wear your confidence cape, which is very glittery and nice, very proudly, and hold your head very high because you're a peer educator, and that's a huge responsibility to take during your teenage years, right? So I wish everyone a very good luck from my side with distance hugs and high five.
Thank you so much, Vani. And our tagline, last message, final message from our peer educators, quickly. Yes. Yes, can we start, please? What do you have to say in the end?
May I begin?
Yeah, yeah. We
Sure.
have a sequence,
So,
yes.
ma'am, through this great platform, the one message I'd like to get across is that one should not feel embarrassed, ashamed, or scared to ask for help because I, as a peer educator, say this with all my conviction that we and your loved ones are always there to help and support you. So, boiling it down to one affirmation, it would be I am able to ask for and accept help when I need it. Thank you.
All right. Next. Next, please. Let's be
ma'am,
very
may I,
quick.
Rayyan Alamgir Khan?
Yeah, please, please, hurry up.
Yeah. Ma'am, I just want to say that to our future peer educators, we need to be the change that we want to see in society. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. The next one. Faster. You can be on
Ma'am,
mute. On unmute.
in the 21st century, today is the mental health day. 2023, that is, in the 21st century, unlocking potential is very important, and erasing stigma is what we must do. And adolescents definitely deserve mental wellness.
Thank you, Ashi. Bhumika?
I would
To signify the importance of mental health, I would just like to say empower your mind and live your best life.
Lovely. Next, Shreyas.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so everybody, what I actually understood from this event and this program, what we are actually doing right now, is that mental health is not a destination. It is a process. It is about how you drive, but not about where you're going.
Ishan.
Signing off with this from my side, I would like to sign off with a quote. In the tapestry of life, let us all weave compassion and understanding, for mental health is the key to brighter and a warmer day tomorrow. Thank you.
Swaviman. Swaviman?
Yes, ma'am. Mental health, help others, don't be selfish, and make the society a better place to live, learn, and grow.
Madam, may I add something?
Yes,
Change is possible. Change is possible. Change is possible.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Can I add a small one for all the adolescents on the screen today with us? Just want to say the world is so lovely with you. Please don't ever forget that. Celebrate yourselves, celebrate the life, and we all are there for you. So each one of you is important. Please take care of yourself.
Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And now I request Aprajita ma'am at this point to just sum up this whole session and take the session to a closure. Yes.
Thank you so much, Geeta ma'am. It has been the real World Mental Health celebration to hear all the adolescents and their invaluable insight. Thank you so much, Geeta ma'am, for making it such a smooth transition of taking their opinions and getting them all together here, and all the rehearsals and the practice done for this. A huge thanks to you, Geeta ma'am. I'll make it very crisp and short as a summarization, as we're already short of time. We had brilliant messages, very empowering messages by all our peer educator, focusing on how important it is to navigate mental health, school mental health, how we need to support children in distress, and the never give up attitude, focusing on mental health and life skills, like how DPS Chandigarh have spoken on safety pundits. We also had Ishan from GD Goenka, who expressed this, that conducting sessions where peer educators leading it and expressing their heartfelt sentiments of how we can hear, listen, value, and see the children and the students who are having any mental health concern. We also had Agrima from Gwalior School. She highlighted that the creativity and the innovation in the sessions, the novel ideas, really play a very important role in engaging these students, in engaging the master trainers whenever they have any conversations about life skills. Then we had a little bit of a session in between about charms of adolescence, where a lot of expressions of youthful energy, aspirations, and desires to do something constructive, and catering to the emotional need of the student. I think it also beautifully highlighted the importance of knowing yourself, identity. Who am I? What are my desires? What do I need to do? How can I help myself? How can I help my friends? So, focusing on the whole spectrum of empathy, resilience, this has been beautifully conveyed in today's celebration. And there were definitions of adolescence expressed, which emphasize that the definition of adolescence, the borders that it has, the all borders of the definition says and talks about energy, the youthful energy. And if it is used in a constructive way, if it is used in a productive manner, we only get benefits, we only get all the good outcomes. Arkopal sir shared with all of us his real life experience, giving us a role model experience here, and all the master trainers and all the peer educators with their role plays and jingle, making it very fruitful to all the live audience who's watching us, giving us an example. And in the end, I think somewhere we had a birthday party invitation that we had to make. That birthday party really gave us all the feeling of celebration. So I think that today's session has been extremely fruitful. Towards the end, I would want us to end the program with a farewell song. I would share it and we'll just have a
Yeah,
small
Prajita,
farewell.
can
Ji,
we
sir.
take?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Can I? Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, I
Yeah,
would
go.
just like to ask you one question. So, excuse me, please.
Yes, yes, yes.
Apratita, ma'am, I would just like to ask you one question.
Yes.
How were you in your adolescent days, and how did you change yourself to be what you are today, ma'am?
I think that's a very, very important question. To me, I think I would say that the journey of knowing oneself, where you get to know that how are you able to help others, and when you see that change happening, you somewhere get onto this field of mental health. When you see that if you're able to listen to people, if you're able to give something back to them that is fruitful in any way, then I think you really come across to this platform. And I believe you don't need to be a mental health professional to help. I think every single person is a beautiful support to each other. Thank you so much. That was a very sudden question. Yes, sir. Yes, over to you,
Thank you,
sir.
ma'am.
Thank you, Rayan, for walking thousands of miles from Riyadh and being a part of this program. What a landmark today! What a wonderful exposition of all our emotions.
Good evening, Nagpal sir, Geeta ma'am, Aprajita ma'am, and all the peer educators. So, sir, it's all credit goes to you and your team. You're working tirelessly. I'm here just to support you, and it's really encouraging to see lots the students, young students, speaking such a confidence and. They're also working in this what they're learning they're implementing it, and
Yeah.
we are so thank you so much, sir, and to make me a part of this noble cause.
Absolutely, ma'am. Without you, it won't be possible because the entire program is online. And I think the entire behind the curtain system approach and keeping the IT department alert on the entire recording and also the efficient, proficient way of carrying it out. We are so thankful to you, ma'am. And we shall
Thank you,
look
sir.
forward to
Thank you
your
so much.
graceful
Thank you.
presence in the National Adolescent Summit also.
Thank you.
Thanks to Ela ma'am for the, I just remembered we have the excellent manual coming up, which was a draft one last year. Now it has been formulated for the peer educators, experiential learning coming into that activities and a whole, gamut of key messages after every activity. I'm sure, Leela ma'am, do you have something to add for that, which shall be released during the summit, the manual for peer educators? Where are we on that, ma'am, for the final version?
Yes, thank you, sir. And we always know that a well done is always better than well said. So it is the action part which is coming up in form of manuals, and we have been working on this, and very, very, very soon it is going to be with all the schools. And we have mentioned a lot of strategies, we have mentioned a lot of activities. So it is a full packet of dhamaka which is coming up to the schools, and that is the most scalable and most doable part of the trainings which we are doing here. So you will be able to implement with the help of manuals, you will be able to implement all the activities and all the strategies you will be using in your schools. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, because that will be the first manual where बच्चों की अपनी